Happy New Year. Welcome to the Points Taken Podcast, episode 36 for Monday, January 1st. What year is this, Sammy?
2024.
2024. We made it.
I almost didn't remember.
My name is James Keeley. With me, as always, is Sammy Schaefer.
Hey there.
Look at him remembering dates already.
I know, right? I've grown up.
2023 was very good to us, Sammy.
It was, yeah.
I texted you after a couple of drinks one night and said, you want to do a sports podcast? You're like, no.
And here we are.
And here we are.
36 episodes later.
And dare I say, an expert at sports now?
Oh, yeah.
Very good. Watches all the time.
All the time.
We got a lot. We got some drinks to have. We got some reminiscing about 2023 and talking about 2024. Sammy, what's on the show?
We've got fancy game day drinks, New Year's resolutions, and Sammy to the limit.
Woo! 2024, here we come. Sammy, let's recap episode 35 and then have a couple of fancy game day drinks.
All right, I love it.
We picked a lot of fights in episode 35.
You know what? We had to go out with a bang.
We did.
Let's finish the year with a couple fights.
We fought a dead Ryan O'Neal
Yep.
and his punk son, Patrick O'Neal. It's like, don't talk about my horrible father.
Really punching down these days.
Oh, punching so far down. Hand got burned. Every Scientologist, they have not come knocking on my door. They know what's waiting for them.
It's like they kind of know. I think when you join Scientology, there's a clause that says everyone's going to hate you.
Yeah.
It just comes with the territory.
They don't want to deal with this bad Catholic right here. I dealt with 13 years of Catholic school. I am not going to be muscled by a bunch of Hollywood twerps pretending some book is an actual book of religion.
There you go.
The swag bag, people were kind of shocked about the excess of Hollywood.
I'm still shocked over it. Mad about it, actually.
I'm mad about it too. That $196,000 bottle of wine. How do you enjoy that?
I mean, when you're that rich, it's probably nothing to them.
I know.
They like brush your teeth with that.
But they're like cheap too. Like they don't tip well. Like they all like not all of them, but many of them work their way up, dealt with horrible people, and then they become a horrible person, and they're like, "Yep, I had to do it too."
Yeah.
So now,
good luck.
Yeah. I was treated like crap, so now you have to be treated horribly. Yeah.
For them, it's a rite of passage at this point.
Smashburger killed in the last one.
That was big.
We got to find more game day food to have.
Yeah.
We're running out. It has not done wonders, which is going to be part of the resolution thing.
What, no more game day food?
No, we're going to have game day
scary.
food. We're going to have game day food. But I think for the 25th year in a row, I'm going to be like, I'm losing all that weight that I wanted to lose. Well, let's get right into it, Sammy. Are you getting thirsty?
I am.
Let's celebrate. Happy New Year.
Are these game day drinks?
Sammy, it's time for the 2024 very first version of... Is this game day drinks?
Nice.
What do we got today, Sam?
We have the Menage a Trois Prosecco. I don't know if that's
It's
going
not
to show
showing up
up.
all that great. Here, try it again. Try it again. Menage a... There we go.
There we go.
There we go. All right. You've had this brand before.
I have had Menage a Trois. It's one of my favorite reds.
Okay.
But
Cheers.
I've never tried the sparkling Prosecco.
All right. Well, Happy New Year, pal.
Happy New Year.
Let's do it. Now, Prosecco... Who doesn't like Prosecco that we know? Is it Faye? I feel like Faye told us she doesn't like Prosecco.
That's a great question. I thought everyone loves Prosecco. It's just one of those. They're fun to drink.
Light and bubbly. Some are too sweet. Okay. I'm ready on this one. And we have another one after this. We're going all the way in.
We're getting
ready.
drunk.
We're good.
Hair of the dog type.
Yeah. I think I got you on this one. And I think I'm good. Sammy, you gave this a 7.8.
You were close.
Okay.
8.1.
Oh, I thought about doing an 8.
You know, well, and to be fair, at first I was like a 7.9, and then it sat really well. Like, just got a really good fruit flavor to it.
It does.
I think you like it. I don't know if sparkling's necessarily your thing, so I'm saying 7.7 for you.
Sammy, that's 7.7.
Right on it. Yeah, it's a New Year's miracle.
You were so wrong, too, because sparkling is my thing.
Oh, is it?
I'm a very sparkly boy.
Oh.
And you know I love my mimosas.
That's true. You do like mimosas. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
7 points. Oh, my God, I lost. I lost so hard the first round.
Starting off the new year right
This
for
is
Sammy.
good.
I do enjoy it a lot, actually.
All right, now the next one we have, Sam. What do we got?
This one is a Moet Chandon Mini.
Mini. So this came in Costco, like a 6-pack, and it's got some little noisemakers in there for New Year's Eve.
Oh, this is a New Year's Eve, package.
This is it.
All right.
A lot of
Got
fun.
it, yeah.
Let's pop these. I feel like I like this more, but I don't know. That Menage was good.
That Menage was real good. We're just going right out of the
I'm
bottle.
going straight into this.
let's
I'm
do it.
going. This is
Feel
you
a
know,
little beer.
this is good.
Chugging. Mm-hmm. I feel I should get down on one knee if I'm going to do that.
Start chugging. Okay. What? Okay, forget it. Okay. You know what? We're gonna keep it going here. Sammy, I feel like I should get. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna tell you, this is very pricey. It's not as cold as I wanted it to be.
Okay.
Okay.
So price wise, that was
This is
more
more.
expensive than
Yeah.
Prosecco. Okay, got it.
Yeah. So you got this. You got this at a 7.7.
I went down to a 7.1.
Oh man.
And I'll tell you why in a minute. I think you're about the same, but though I think you like the Prosecco better. And I'm guessing you're at a 7.5.
Oh, 7.6.
Ah,
You did really well.
Mm-hmm.
You did really well. It's just a shade under. But I think it's because of the temperature. Because Molly Chandon's like really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. All right.
I like the fruitier flavors more anyway. That's probably why I like the Prosecco more.
I feel like we didn't get into this enough.
Okay.
Your lifestyle
Yeah.
in 2023. I feel like we alluded to it. Somebody asked me today, they're like, has Sammy actually like danced on stage before? I'm like, absolutely.
I spent a good 5 years doing it.
5 years.
Yep.
Shaking his moneymaker.
Yep.
Absolutely. Good for you.
It was a fun time.
I wish I had the bravery that you have. I wish I had the moves. I have an amazing body. I think most people know that.
You'd make some money on stage.
I would make money, just
it.
but I just like on the microphone.
You could be the MC.
I could be the MC. They're like, he's good. Leave the clothes.
You'd be a great mail review MC for sure.
Oh, yeah,
you
I'd be-
would kill it.
I do very well at that. I do. If I spent a good 6-7 years in the gym, I would look great. Menage a trois, Sam.
Yeah.
From a scale of 1 to 100, how many menage a trois do you think you had?
Well, I'm not in double digits. That I can say.
No?
I'm not. But I don't have an exact number. It's a little over 5.
World. What a world you live in.
Well, one of
this-
them like a 5.5. One of them was like a half.
Okay, so elaborate.
Yeah. Okay. Because there were 2 girls.
Why am I doing
there.
this?
Yeah, I don't know.
What? I'm very
I
like
think it was actually the first
like
one.
Howie Mandel from the 80s doing his bit.
It was like the first one I was ever in, and that's when I learned you always got to come. You got to figure out the rules before you start. Because I had a girlfriend, we invited a girl in. I was not told that the other girl was like more for my girlfriend at the time. I wasn't allowed to touch her. It was weird,
Oh.
and I didn't know that, so I immediately went in, and then my girlfriend I was dating just shut down the night. She's like, "Okay, we're done." So that was like a half.
I have a feeling that happens a lot.
Yeah, I've learned if you're ever gonna get into 3-way territory, you should get some rules out of the way early if one of them is like your significant other.
Yeah. Yeah. If there's
you don't know.
yeah. Because I think there's like, yeah, whatever. I'm into it. And then they see another woman and she's like eyeballing you and you're like, she's like, oh, forget it. This is a terrible idea. And then not only are you not sleeping with 2 people, you're not sleeping with anyone. that
sleeping
night.
alone.
You're sleeping well alone. And it's going to take you a few dates to get out of that one.
Yeah, very expensive dates. to get
Yeah,
out of that.
yeah. So, but I bet in the swinger community, a lot of people bring the Menage a Trois brand and are like, check it out.
Yeah, look, it's funny. That's true.
It's like a real dad joke.
It's for sure.
It's a dad
Well,
joke
for
in
a
the
swinger community, it's got like Menage a Ocho.
Yeah.
If they're making a Menage a Ocho, that's the swinger community right there.
Oh, good. All right. We've learned so much, Sam.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the best of 2023 here. But both game day drinks.
Yeah, for sure.
But Moet Chandon second for both of us. This is crazy. We got a pretty good story out of it. All right, what's next? Sammy, 2023 was pretty damn good. Like I said, we got this.
The podcast was the best thing to come out of 2023,
Look
and
at
I'm not
that
just
guy.
even talking to like talk. I actually really am glad we started this.
You old sweet talker. No wonder women want to double up on you. I agree. This has been a lot of fun. I decided to, now that all my kids are in full-time school, to get back to it a little bit. You and I are old Second City guys. I wanted to do some stuff. And this has been a great jump back into it.
Yeah, it has.
Loved every minute of it. Some other best of 2023, sports-wise, beginning of 2023 with the college football playoff that we're having later today in 2024. But 2023, TCU beat Michigan in the playoff 51-45, and Georgia beat Ohio State 42-41, which were great games. And then the championship game was terrible. Georgia beat TCU 65-7. Seems like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
That was a horrible, horrible game. But the Super Bowl was great. You remember the Super Bowl?
I do.
10 months ago, 11 months ago, the Chiefs beat the Eagles 38-35. I look back at it, the Eagles were up, I think, 24-14 at half. So, we had some good sports, some pretty good shows. So the show Barry ended. Did you ever watch Barry?
Barry was really good.
Barry was really good. I did not like the last season, so that's over. That's dead. The Last of Us, did you watch that?
I didn't see that.
Good.
Okay.
Good. It's coming back. I think you should leave with Tim Robinson. I like it a lot. You're okay on it.
No, I actually love it.
Okay, you're back on.
It's very awkward comedy, which
It's very
makes
awkward
it
comedy.
good. You have to really appreciate it because it gets really weird and dark, but it's hysterical.
Yeah, I was looking at some of the stuff that I watched this year, and not a ton. Like, there's some stuff coming back now, like House of the Dragons coming back this year, which should be good.
Okay.
But like Succession ended, we caught up on that. Kitty and I watched that like real fast. It was good. Thought it was a little overrated, but it was good. I love Brian Cox in that show. He's a fantastic actor. I hope he's alive and well for a long, long time because he is terrific. And then, of course, if you go back to episode 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, Winning Time.
Yeah, that one. I think you're the only one that watched it. It did not do well.
It was me and like my brother, Ray Stack, Dave Bush, Carlos. Like, it was a handful of us.
Yeah, that's why it didn't do so well. And
Yeah.
you tried. You really
did.
pushed it. You pumped it up.
Yeah. Brings us to movies, though. We saw a movie yesterday. We'll get to that. We're going to do a review of that. But I'm looking at this list. Killers of the Flower Moon, we talked about on the show. We never saw.
Never watched it.
Oppenheimer, I did see.
Okay.
I give that an 8.3. It was a good movie. I thought it was going to be in the 9s. It's an 8.3, maybe a little bit higher. The Killer, I thought was not good. Did not like that.
No.
Never saw Air. Did you see Air?
I did.
Okay, what did you think?
I thought it was a really good movie. It was weird because Michael Jordan had like a 30-second part in that movie kind of thing. But
Is it the actual Jordan?
No. But I
Okay.
mean, his character. The movie was about everyone else, even though it's him.
Yeah.
His role in that movie as a part is so small.
Yeah.
And I thought that was kind of weird.
Okay, that is weird.
Yeah.
It's all about him.
It's all about him, but he has like one line.
Okay, it's not about Affleck and Damon,
No.
who are
And they did well. I
just
hate,
okay.
Everyone else did really good.
Who do you
Everyone
hate?
else did- I won't. I'm not going to cause any fights at the moment, but Ben Affleck, I can't stand him.
Yeah, yeah.
can't stand him.
He is not likable.
Yeah, he's not. I don't know why. He's so overrated.
Yeah,
Thankfully, he wasn't the biggest role.
yeah. Well, we need a new celebrity nemesis. Why are you holding back?
Because he hasn't done anything to make me like pick a fight with him yet.
He doesn't have like a.
He hasn't said anything or done anything for me to be like, yeah, this is the guy I'm picking up.
Okay,
with. Yeah.
so you think he's like going to be happy to watch the podcast now? Like he's not going to.
Yeah.
You think he cares?
I think he's overrated.
He's overrated.
Matt Damon is the better of the duo, and I hated Matt Damon for a while, but he actually is talented.
He's talented, more talented.
He's more talented. Yeah, he's actually a decent actor.
Yeah, he's good, not great. And he's a handful. He's always like saying something controversial, and then somebody will be like, "You shouldn't say that." Be like, "I'm so sorry I said that, guys. Sorry."
Chris Tucker made a
Jellyfish.
comeback in that movie, by the way.
Really, Chris
he-
Tucker? I like Chris Tucker.
He was great. I liked him.
I like Chris Tucker. I watched another movie called Asteroid City, Wes Anderson movie.
Never saw
I
it.
like Wes Anderson movies. I watched this on the way back from our Disney cruise on the plane, and I fell asleep very fast.
Okay.
Wes Anderson movies you have to be ready for because they can draw on pretty good. So I did not watch that one. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1 I heard was good. Did you see that?
I've never seen any of the Mission Impossible.
Okay,
movies.
I've seen like 3 of them. Kitty loves them.
Okay.
She's watched a few on her own, sadly. There's a movie called Poor Things that's out with Emma Stone and Willem Dafoe. Big poster that was out. You remember walking by that when we
Oh,
went?
I'm walking. Yes, I do remember walking past
Emma
it, but I
Stone.
haven't seen
She
it
kind of
yet.
looks like Alice in Wonderland or something in it.
Yeah.
Apparently very good. So I might have to check out that. But the movie we did see on what, Wednesday night? Tuesday night? Tuesday night.
Wednesday.
Okay. Was The Iron Claw.
Yeah.
About the Von Erich family. A real family. This is a true story about, I think it's 5 brothers, but 4 brothers really wrestled.
Well, and I don't know how much you get into it. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
we're not gonna spoil
spoilers.
it.
Like, I don't want to spoil it, but there in real life there was a brother that didn't even talk about in the movie,
Yeah.
and I was shocked. But they said the real story is so dark. They actually took that part away from the movie to try to keep it from being so dark of a movie you couldn't enjoy it.
It's so It's tough.
It is.
I think it was a very good movie. And it's a nice redemption story. Well, not redemption story, but a nice story of perseverance by one of the brothers. And it's a love story about brotherly love. It really is. Just like Frozen, the cartoon, is about sisterly love. You know, it's very sweet. It's very heartfelt. It's very heartbreaking.
Yeah.
What'd you give the movie?
After we walked out, I said 7.6. Like after I thought about it, I kind of came down a little bit. It's like a 7.2. It's a good movie. I enjoyed it. I do recommend it.
Yeah.
You got to be in the mood for it.
So I went in, I was hoping it was going to be an 8.1, and I think I gave it a 7.3.
7.2, 7.3, something like that.
Yeah. And I think that's fair. I think Zac Efron did a really good job.
The characters were played fantastic.
And I'm not like a huge, Zac Efron fan. I don't really watch a lot of his stuff, but he was really good at it.
Yeah, he was.
He had a lot of heart. He did it right. He played Kevin Von Erich, kind of the oldest brother. And then Jeremy Allen White, the guy from The Bear, he played Kerry Von Erich, who was my favorite Von Erich brother. Just absolutely put together.
A
monster. And his story is crazy because he had a couple of hiccups in life, and he still maintained like this amazing physique and everything, and I feel
like they
wild.
could make another movie about just him.
Oh yeah,
his life seemed wild.
Just yeah. I mean, he had the look. He should have been the champ, but some things happened in his life. Maura Tierney was in that. She played the mom.
Yeah, both the parents I think have been around as actors for a while.
Yeah, and Hoyt McCallany. He was in a show called Mindhunters, which was about serial killers. It was on Netflix. It was really good, and I think it was it went away because of COVID. Like they stopped production on a lot of things, and then people went their other ways.
Wasn't he in one of the Naked Gun movies? Or am I thinking of a different actor?
I don't think so. But you know who he was? He was in Fight Club, and he was the guy that goes, I understand, sir. In Death, whatever, Project Mayhem.
Yeah.
But in Death, we do have names. His name is Robert Paulson. And he starts to, his name is Robert Paulson. So that was where he was from that I always recognized from. He's been doing a lot of stuff. So he's one of those guys that like hung around in Hollywood for a while and is now getting a lot more, roles, and good for him. But he played Fritz von Erich, the head of the family, who was a very complicated guy. Seemed to love his family, but blinded by religion, blinded by ambition to be, the best wrestling promoter, and he wanted to be the champ, never got the shot, so he really pushed his kids to be the champs. That's a lot on a kid.
Well, the surviving son, actually came out recently and said the movie portrayed him a little bit darker than he actually was. He said he thinks his dad was a great guy.
So you're talking about Kevin Von Erich, who's seems like a very nice man.
Yeah, he came out and he could just fatherly love, never could talk that bad about his dad, but he said the movie makes him darker than he really was, and he said he thinks his dad was a great guy.
That's sweet. I mean, that guy, it's hard not to like that guy. Yeah. My brother hated him because he never wore shoes in the ring.
That was weird. I wanted to ask if that was real, because during the movie
he never wore shoes.
That is weird.
And it was a little gross, because they would walk in from like the back of the arena and come down the stairs with no shoes on.
Gross. I was grossed out watching just the part in the movie.
It was hard. It was hard to like him because, and then he's like doing kicks to people's faces and stuff with no shoes.
You can't fake that either.
I know.
You take a heel to the face.
He should have been like a real villain and been like, I'm the guy that doesn't wear shoes. I'm going to kick you in the face with my disgusting foot. Yeah. The one thing that I did not like in the movie was the guy that played Ric Flair should be charged with like a crime.
He did a terrible job.
The director should be charged with a crime.
Yeah.
The great Ric Flair.
It was not portrayed well. And don't get me wrong, like to try to portray Ric Flair is not an easy task.
I could do it.
Yeah, well, they probably should have checked on more people.
They should have watched
not good.
a medium popular podcast and be like, you see that guy over there?
He's Ric Flair.
Give him 6-7 years. He could get in Flair shape. His impression was so terrible.
It was so bad.
Flair is so outlandish and so over the top that'd be a great impression to try to do. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who are great at everybody. Like every third guy that's ever wrestled does a Flair.
Yeah. He's so iconic. You have to know a Flair.
Yeah, everybody does a Hogan.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. And then they gave him the wig, and it looked like a crazy like woman instead of like Ric Flair's flowing locks.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't know where they went.
It really went down like 0.4 points for me because of the Flair thing. Yeah. I think they had Flair more in the movie, and they took him out because they're like, this isn't testing well. This guy did a terrible job.
Yeah.
And it's not like they needed him. He was a bad actor, but he had the perfect like body and look for it. None of it worked.
No.
I don't understand what they were doing. I mean, God bless this guy. He got a gig,
Yeah.
but it was a terrible, terrible.
Terrible portrayal.
But the movie was good. Go see The Iron Claw. Some of those other movies.
I'm gonna say one thing.
Yeah.
The reason it didn't score higher for me was you can tell towards the end when Hollywood took over.
Yeah.
Like the story was very dark, and then Hollywood decided to just add their little like thing to it. I don't want to, try to spoil anything, but when he was on the boat towards the end to see.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, Hollywood, you're really, for as dark as this movie was, you don't need to pour it on thicker.
Yeah. For me, that scene, I know what you're talking about. They're trying to make you cry. I could tell some people were touched by it. I get what they were trying to do. They took some interesting approaches to some of the tragedies in the film, and I think that when they did that, it's really polarizing. I think some people will love it, and I think some people will think it's really schmaltzy.
You're not winning awards for that scene.
You didn't love
Sorry,
it?
no, that was the moment I was like, oh, come on, Hollywood. The story was so good. You didn't need to embellish.
It's interesting because I was kind of torn about it. I was just like, is this nice? There was a group hug involved. Those are kind of no-nos in movies. But yeah, there was some sweetness to it, but it could come off a little schmaltzy.
Yeah.
But overall,
Yeah.
thumbs up.
I recommend
It's a game day movie, baby.
Yeah.
Go check it out. All right, let's do something else.
Sammy to the limit. The limit.
All right, Sammy, cheers.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's Sammy to the limit.
Let's keep the party going.
This is a real quick hitter. But friend of the show, Jackie, sent me this. She goes, maybe you want this for the show. So I'm like, that's good for Sammy to the limit. This is a star.
Okay.
And she keeps posting these pictures. And everybody's going like, oh, she's a real thirst trap. All right. Now, because we did the Sharon Stone picture, she was 65. You're into it. I'm like, all right, he might look at this older lady and be like, well, we'll do. All right. So here we go right here. You won't recognize her there. You won't know who that is.
Okay.
Right? Do you know who that is?
No, she has a familiar look, but I have no idea.
Familiar look. All right. Overall, kind of a sultry, I just woke up in a different era kind of thing. I'll show you some more pictures of her. What's your initial reaction to this picture? She's taking a selfie, so she can't be that old.
Well, no, that's not true. No, she looks a bit older than me.
Trying to sell this.
Gonna throw it out there. She looks like she's old enough where she'd be out of my range.
She's a lot older than you.
Okay, yeah, I would, off the photo alone, I'd be like, no, she's too old for me.
Too old. Okay. That's Martha Stewart.
Is it really?
Martha Stewart.
That'd be good for her age.
She looks good for her age. She's taking some good pictures. Here's another one. This was in Sports Illustrated. She's doing her thing. Whatever.
Is that a recent Sports Illustrated?
I think it's a couple years old.
Okay, but still. I mean, how old is she? She's got to be pushing 70 or something, right?
82 years old.
Oh my God, is she?
That's
great for 80.
She looks great for 82.
Wow.
I almost think because she's 82, you'd be like, when am I going to have another chance?
Another one of those like Martha Stewart, 80. All right, do it.
That would be quite a notch on you. But 82, that's a tough one.
It'd be hard to get over that number.
The number is hard.
The 80s were rough. To you could be thinking like this is Martha Stewart, but it's still going to be 80-year-old Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
It's going to be really hard.
82. 82.
I'm wondering if Snoop ever ran through that too.
I think
I think they did.
I think they
They got high and hooked up in his smoke room.
She's been in prison before. Like, she's had worse things than Snoop. And that's saying something. That's saying something. So, I was just thinking we've established earlier in the episode that you're an adventurous fella.
Yeah.
If you got a girlfriend and she's like, let's bring Martha Stewart into the mix, you saying no on that one?
Probably say no on.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm not that big a fan of her to be starstruck,
No, she's annoying. If she was like, all right, do this up, and then I'm going to prepare like a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner for your family.
That's it?
Then maybe.
Nah.
Oh, do you realize the effort she would put into this? Just like the tablecloth alone, you'd be like, I'm glad I did that.
I feel like that's a losing transaction.
Okay, well, you obviously don't like fancy parties. You have no idea. I got to tell you. My wife might be like, listen, just get the old lady out of the way. She throws an amazing cocktail party.
Do it for the marriage.
Do it for the marriage. Do it for the marriage. Do it for the experience. Do it for Instagram, James. Instagram. No, she wouldn't do that. But yeah, so wow, we found a limit.
So wait,
First,
I'm saying no, but you're in. If she said,
No.
okay, it's a three-way with you and your wife.
don't bring us into this.
Well, you just brought yourself into it, not me. I didn't bring
No,
up this.
I'm saying that most women would say, Martha Stewart throws an amazing party.
Yeah.
If my husband had to take one for the team, he should take one for the team. All right?
I can see that.
She has magazines, monthly magazines dedicated to the great parties she throws. I'm telling, we should take a poll. It's too bad we don't have some of our female friends back here.
That's true.
They'd be like, yeah, get that old man.
They would send their husband to that.
Get my husband. I'm kind of done with him anyways. Let him help the family out. Have you seen the turkey she can make?
And maybe she teaches him something. Who knows?
Just the desserts.
Yeah, there you go.
And the glassware. Oh my God. It's not the crap she sells at Kmart either. It's like the nice stuff. Yeah.
I'm saying no.
I'm saying no too.
There's my limit.
We've hit a limit.
80-year-old Martha Stewart is my limit.
82. Looks pretty good for 82 though. Remember when 82 looked like under the ground?
82 is like any day now. You know, and she looks like she's got another 20 years left in her.
She does.
I'm thinking she's living
She's
to
had
100.
some. She was a model when she was younger. She was good looking, but she just kind of has that rest. She like invented resting bitch face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry Martha.
Not after.
She's gonna be devastated.
I think so.
Happy New Year. All right. All right, Sammy. 2024.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to? Any movies, concerts?
I'm excited for 2023 to be over.
Are
to be
you?
honest. Yeah, it was like for me it was kind of a rebuilding year.
Okay.
So I'm ready to start anew.
Okay.
That's my big thing.
Good for you.
But I think there's a lot of good stuff coming out this year.
I kind of felt that way about 2022. I was like, a lot of stress, a lot going on.
And then 2023 got worse.
Yeah. But I was like, I want to do something. I want to do something creatively, and I don't want, the kids are always like telling, they were like, oh yeah, my dad's a stay-at-home dad, and I think they were like kind of like, ugh. And now they're like, he works for YouTube and he has a really big podcast. So I'm getting back into it. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm not happy with this collar. Whatever that's okay. Now we're
Yeah,
better.
that's all right. Mine's been messed up the whole show, but it's fine.
But a lot of movies, concerts, not a lot of music coming out that I'm interested in. I haven't been interested in music in a while, like new music.
Movie-wise, I found a whole bunch coming out, but they're all sequel. I have like 2 new movies I want to see that are original.
They're milking the hell out of it.
Everything's a sequel, or even like a third installment or 4th installment.
Yeah, remakes.
Yeah.
Mean Girls is coming back out in January. Anything that comes out in January is usually garbage.
Yeah.
The studios kind of go like, okay, this didn't test well. Put it in January when no one goes to the movies. So Mean Girls is coming out musical. I have a feeling it's going to be awful. Ghostbusters won't even. Did you even?
I didn't see
waste
the
your time?
last one. So.
Not going to waste my time.
Yeah.
We saw a preview for The Fall Guy.
Yes, that
which
was
is from the '80s show, and you're a big Gosling fan.
Love him. He's
You
the
love
best.
Gosling. Emily Blunt's in that. She's always good. So that's a good looking tandem there.
And I guess I didn't realize that was a remake,
Remake of a show. Yeah, The Fall Guy was.
but it does look great.
It was a big deal back in the day. But Godzilla and King Kong and Bad Boys 4.
There's there's a 4th one coming out.
Bad Boys 4.
Wait, is Will Smith making a comeback?
Well, yeah, yeah.
Oh, sorry, Martin Lawrence.
People are like happy to slap. Martin Lawrence could use the work.
He can, but I wish he'd do something that wasn't Will Smith.
Yeah. I didn't see Bad Boys 3. Did you?
I did. I mean, they're all great. The first one was great.
Great?
I shouldn't say great. The first one was great. 2 and 3 were fun.
Yeah.
They're fun.
Yeah. Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. Saga? I'm pulling a Sammy. A Mad Max saga is coming out with Anya Taylor-Joy, the girl who's in Queen's Gambit.
She did great in that show. That was an awesome
She was
show.
great. She's pretty good. And she was in a movie called The Menu. Did you see that?
I wanted to. I never took time to
It's
see it.
worth watching. That came out in 2022. But The Menu is good.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Like high-end dining thing that goes quite awry. I recommend watching that movie.
Okay.
Deadpool 3, Ryan Reynolds
I'm
and
looking
Hugh
forward to it.
Jackman. Wolverine's back. But didn't Wolverine die?
I never really got into the story, but it doesn't matter.
They never died.
It doesn't even matter. Even if
There's
he
no
did die, it's
stakes.
a different universe now.
Yeah. A movie called Transformers 1. I'm sorry. There were 13 already. So how do you do Transformers 1?
They're rebooting it.
I don't know. Chris Hemsworth and Scarlett Johansson are in it.
Well, they got to bring what's her name back if they're going
Same.
to do it. Otherwise, I don't care.
Oh yeah, the one.
I can't think of her name off the top of my head, but in the original Transformers.
Yeah.
If she's not in it, I don't care.
Yeah, the one with this with Machine Gun Kelly. Is
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
That one, yeah.
Megan
Fox. There you
Megan
go.
Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a movie coming out called Twisters.
Okay.
It's the sequel to Twister from 1996.
I have mixed feelings about this,
I don't. I think it's a horrible idea.
but the first one was good.
Was it?
I liked it.
There was a good song in it by Van Halen called Human Being. Saw 11.
Oh, they're still making those.
Okay, so you got to see Twisters, obviously.
Yeah, I'm gonna see Twisters.
But Joker, that's coming out.
That's on my list to watch.
It's called Folie à Deux, I guess.
Yeah.
Folie à Deux. It's a musical.
I'm actually really impressed with how well Lady Gaga, is as an actress.
She's pretty talented.
She's very talented.
Yeah.
The idea of turning Joker into a musical, nothing to do with her. I just think that's taking a different route. We'll see.
But this list has so many non-original things. There's a movie called If
Yeah.
that John Krasinski's doing that look very cute.
It does.
Imaginary Friend. If
Yeah.
Imaginary Friend. And he's done some good stuff. Good for him.
That's one of the few originals coming out that I'll take time to watch.
Yeah, is Ryan Reynolds in that or one of them? One of
I'm
those
sure
guys
he's
is in
in
that.
all
He's
of
in
them.
all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's something new. But yeah, Saw 11, Venom 3. Venom was horrible. I never saw Venom 2.
Mm-hmm.
Venom 3, I'm definitely not seeing. Wicked's coming out.
Okay.
The musical.
They're turning it into a movie.
That's a movie. Ariana Grande is going to be in it, and somebody else I didn't know. That'll kill. I'm sure that'll kill.
yeah, it will.
I saw the musical. It's very good. Gladiator 2.
I can't tell. I want to be excited for it, but I don't know.
I think Ridley Scott's directing it,
Okay.
but he also directed Napoleon, which didn't do all that well.
No,
which
that one's
would-
getting a lot of bad reviews.
Had Joaquin Phoenix in it. I was excited for Napoleon with Joaquin Phoenix, and now I don't know. Karate Kid, Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan are doing a Karate Kid.
Interesting.
Nobody knows if it has any connection to Cobra Kai. I would feel like it did. That's got to come back.
Well, didn't he play Mr. Miyagi in a variation of Karate Kid?
He did
Jackie Chan?
he did like a Miyagi from what I read for like the Jaden.
Yeah.
Talking about Will Smith. The
Hey, so
Jaden Smith Karate.
is he going to reprise the
Yeah,
Miyagi role?
I think so.
Okay.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
You can't be Miyagi.
No.
Come on. Did I mention Dune Part 2?
did.
That looks good. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there's some stuff coming out. My big one, I'm holding. I thought Joker was like an 8.3 movie. I thought it was great.
Really good. It was a slow movie, but it hits that end is so it builds up to such a big moment, and it's like, okay, that's huge.
It's such a mirror on society of how we treat people terribly,
Yeah.
and then we're like shocked when they act out, and then sometimes we turn them into heroes. You know, we're like, oh yeah, we've stepped on this person their whole life, they've turned into a monster, and we love the monster.
Yeah. And I was just happy to see Robert De Niro die. That was just
It was nice. to
icing on
see.
the cake.
He got what he deserved.
Fuck him. We left a big one off of this list.
Oh,
though.
what?
Beetlejuice 2.
Beetlejuice 2 is on here.
Oh,
yeah,
it is. Oh, I haven't
you know
seen
what? Maybe I didn't type. Yeah, here it is. Right? Yeah, Beetlejuice 2.
That's a big one. I'm excited for that one.
I can't wait to watch these movies and review them when the PTP comes back next. We still got plenty of time. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We're here for you. We're probably going to do March Madness and stuff too, so don't worry. We got a long way to go. But yeah, there's going to be some movies to watch. A lot of them are probably bullshit sequels, but Gladiator 2 has promise and Joker has a little promise.
Yeah.
And Beetlejuice 2 I'm definitely going to see.
Yeah.
It goes for the most. All right, and then let's do a quick Are You Paying for This with some concerts.
Okay.
Rolling Stones. You going to go pay for that?
No, I've never been a big fan of them.
Oh my God, really?
I mean, they're good, but they were before my time.
I mean, they're before your time, so you can't listen to like Mozart.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it's not like I'm excited to go see them live. If they're on radio, I'll turn it up, but I'm not going to go pay to see a band I never got into.
They were my first concert. I saw them at Joe Robbie Stadium when I was 14 years old. My parents took me. It was amazing, and I'm a huge fan.
You want to try to guess my first concert?
Oh, Blink 182.
New Kids on the Block.
They're coming back.
Yeah,
That's
they
coming later. Wow, that doesn't surprise me. Mick Jagger's 80. Keith Richards is 80.
Yeah.
Like I just don't think they're gonna have the same. Okay, Bruce Springsteen. You going to that? Paying for that? Probably me neither. The Eagles farewell tour. I'm sorry. Glenn Fry died in 2016.
Yeah, that farewell happened a long time ago.
the farewell happened when Glenn Fry fucking died. Shouldn't be cursing on this show. Fish, you a Fish fan?
No,
Me neither.
nah. I mean, maybe I'll go to their main show and do a bunch of drugs one day, but that's it.
I mean, if I was a drug guy, that sounds wonderful.
It sounds like it's the way to go.
Just listen to the 45-minute one song. Wu-Tang in Vegas. They're doing Vegas right.
Interesting. The whole clan?
The whole wow, whoever's on ODB, I don't think he's gonna make it. He's also been dead for a while. I don't know if I paid it. I like Wu-Tang, but I don't like them, and I don't want to see guys that look like me, like dancing to that shit.
Yeah.
You know, amongst guys that are just looking, like that's our stuff, that don't look like me, that are mad. Red Hot Chili Peppers. You're a big fan.
Oh, that's on my list.
Okay, but Kiedis is 61.
I'll still see it. I have to go to Indiana, then I come to Illinois. They're going to be in like Indianapolis or something as the closest show, but I can't. I've never seen them live. I've loved them since I was in like 5th grade.
Yeah, I like to see them. I've never seen them live. Foo Fighters, what do you think?
I've seen them once. I'm good.
Okay.
They're a great band. I love Dave Grohl, all of them, but I've seen them. I saw them at Wrigley. Great show. I don't need to see them again.
Okay, because they pulled some COVID stuff, and they said they had a vaxxed only show, and I said I won't do them again. I thought that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Green Day and Smashing Pumpkins. What do you think? And they're at Wrigley.
I am not a Smashing Pumpkin fan.
Oh, see, I'm the other way. I'm not a Green Day
I
fan.
hate his voice.
I
think
love-
he's so annoying. He
I
just
love
sounds like
it.
a whiny little bitch.
Oh, I do such a great Billy Corgan.
Yeah, when I'm like crying, having a bad day, I sound just like him.
Blink 182. Never got into them.
No, I think fun band, but I never got into him.
Alanis Morissette, I would love to see her sing "You Ought to Know" like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm not going. Creed Summer of '99 tour. I know you're into
I'm
this.
so excited they're coming back. I bet they sell out. I bet everybody claims to hate them, but
Yeah.
me and Eric did a little test. We went to this little bar in Ottawa, Illinois, and we kept playing shitty Creed songs. Not one person complained. They all sang along to every Creed song we played.
Yeah.
They're going to sell out, and it's going to be awesome.
That's one of those bands that people love to hate, but they do love them.
Yeah.
It's like Limp Bizkit.
It's
and-
popular to hate them, but they still love them.
right, because people are sheep, and they love
Yeah.
the mob mentality of picking on people.
Yeah.
Sarah McLachlan's fumbling towards Ecstasy tour with Feist.
Who's Feist?
Oh my God,
I
Feist
know.
is amazing.
Okay.
Okay,
Sounds right to
you
that.
know who actually is a Sarah McLachlan fan that you would be surprised at?
Who?
This guy.
Are you really?
Dude, I like some of her stuff, and I love Feist. I would go there though, and they would look at me like the people at the Wu-Tang concert would look at me too.
Yeah.
There'd be a lot of unshaved armpits, just going, just hate.
A lot of body odor
Just
floating
I
around.
get a lot of like big white man hate
Yeah.
from a lot of different demographics.
It's popular to hate you.
It is.
You're an easy target.
I'm good with it. Life is fairly easy for me. I'm good. Enrique Iglesias, Ricky Martin, and Pitbull. Trilogy tour.
They're like my favorite karaoke
Yeah.
people, but I don't need to see them live.
Ricky-
It's probably an awesome concert.
Ricky Martin had some hits, man, and he was like touring the world with that stuff. And I remember he did, I think it was a Barbara Walters interview, and she was like, "Ricky, are you gay?" And he's like, "Thank you so much for asking me that, Barbara, but it's not something I want to talk about now." And it was like in '97 where like he
Really?
couldn't,
Yeah.
because they were like, "This guy gets so much."
All the women were going to his concert.
The shit, yeah, and that's what was selling then, and nobody wanted to hear that. And she put him on the spot, and now of course you can say whatever you want, but then I was like, don't do that. That was so cringy.
That concert's going to be full of a lot of hot women and a lot of attractive gay guys.
Yeah,
I mean, it's probably going to be a real attractive crowd.
that's gonna be a whole whirlwind for you.
Maybe I will go.
You're gonna get hit on by a lot of different demographics. Billy Joel,
Okay, I won't go. He's great, but I won't go.
we've seen him a lot, but he's not getting better with age.
No.
I think this is his last tour, but they always say that. Journey and Def Leppard.
I saw Def Leppard 2 years ago. It was great. I don't need to see him again.
I worked security for them 25 years ago. I didn't do much. I didn't earn my paycheck. I
No,
watched most of the
Just
show.
watch, yeah.
And Journey does not have Steve Perry. It's a Filipino guy that used to sing karaoke for Journey.
Yeah.
He's a good singer. It's just different.
I'm going to pass.
Rod Stewart.
That's like my mom's favorite when I was growing up. She loved Rod
I
Stewart.
love Rod Stewart too.
Go see Rod Stewart.
70 years old.
Maybe, Ma, you want to get tickets to that? Maybe we'll go do that.
Like, after she stopped watching with the threesome story, but yeah, tell her to come back. 5.5 threesome. There's no half there. You got nowhere in that one.
Okay.
That's 5 flat. Leonard Skinner and ZZ Top going on tour. Never seen ZZ Top. I'd like to. I've seen Leonard Skinner way more than I care to admit. If you go to the University of Alabama, you're sort of with every third semester credit, you have to go see Skinner.
You have to watch them live.
Yeah, they're
But
good.
how many people of those bands are still left?
Well, Skinner, there's only like 2 members, maybe.
Well, I thought one of them died recently.
One of them died recently.
Yeah.
But they've all like, I mean, like a bunch of them died in a plane crash, and then the brother took over as the lead singer. So they're basically like a tribute band. That's, you know. But yeah, Madonna ain't going.
No.
New Kids on the Block and Paula Abdul Magic Summer Tour.
Yeah, I bet it's a great concert. I'm not going.
No. Here's
Although
one.
everyone there will be our age. It's not like it's going to be a young crowd.
Here's one I know you're going to. Metallica
Yeah, I got tickets ready.
M72 tour.
Me and Faye are going.
Okay. Wow, I might meet you there.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Pantera is opening one of those days, and they're going on a separate tour with Lamb of God. I'm going to try to go to that.
That'll be a good concert.
Oh yeah, that's the one concert where like I'm welcome.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, he's one of us.
Put him in the circle.
he's a little clean cut, but I'll wear some weird T-shirt and they'll be like, he's fine. And then the last one we talked about, Sammy Hagar's Best of All Worlds tour. We're going. We're already in.
Are we?
I thought you said yes with me and Randy.
Okay, then we're going. If I said yes, then we're going.
Oh, Sammy.
No, we're going. Then.
At 2. We're gonna wrap it up, Sammy. What's your New Year's resolution?
Well, first we're going to come. You forgot one.
What?
Steve Vai and Satriani are touring next year.
Okay.
And I think that would be a badass concert to go see them.
Well, Satriani's touring with Sammy Hagar on the Best of All
Well, the
Worlds
last
tour.
I saw is they're doing their own thing as well.
Okay.
So, because they're going to be in Indianapolis, so I'm going to go see them.
That might be dope.
So that would be a cool one, because I bet it's a smaller show.
Yeah.
They're not going to sell out an arena. Even though they're like gods, they're not selling out an arena.
Yeah, yeah. That might be worth doing. Anything else I missed?
No, that's
Big
it.
shot?
No, that was it.
What's your New Year's resolution, Sammy?
I don't really get into resolutions.
Okay.
I think it's like, it's a procrastination. Like, I want to do this, but I'm going to wait, which is kind of the opposite of trying to better yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I don't ever come up with resolutions. But I think I am going to join a Muay Thai gym this year.
A Muay Thai gym.
Muay Thai. Yeah. I want to get into more of that type of fitness.
Oh, that's good. And then like do that, and then for next season, like we'll fight on camera.
There we
It'll
go.
Be good.
Yeah, okay.
I like it. It'll be like what's the movie Game of Death with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Bruce Lee?
Perfect. There we go.
I'll be Jabbar in that one. You got to be Bruce Lee though.
How about yourself? What are you doing for 2024?
You know, like I said before, it's always get in better shape, get healthier. Not as good at that, but I did say be more productive this year.
Okay.
I did this damn podcast that I really love. I get to be with you. I get to work with my wife, and I get to do this with my friends, entertain a few people, and we've gotten such amazing compliments from people.
And thank you, everybody.
And support, and they say, keep doing, you got something, keep doing it, and we really appreciate it. Here's to a great 2024, Sammy. Cheers. Thanks for being my partner in this.
Oh, thanks for having me. This has
for-
been so much fun.
And in a lot of things. We've done a lot of things together, and this is one that's been probably the most fun for everybody.
Yeah.
Happy 2024. Follow us at Point Second Pod on X and Instagram, and we will see you on, Thursday.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.